Would Diddy pledge allegiance to Donald Trump in return for a pardon?
I think yes. I think, having done this for 40 some odd years, what happens to people when they go through a criminal case? I've watched it. I can't remember the last time that a client didn't say to me after a criminal case, how do you do this for a living? They made a caricature of me. The prosecutors have. There's something about that fraternity of people who have been accused and have gone through the process that gives you an affinity. It would not surprise me to hear Sean say, I now get it. I understand it, and I was wrong then, and I don't know that I would say he's pledging loyalty, but I think he would probably say, I now get what he went through.
Well, that guy did say that's what he thinks. That's not coming from Diddy. That's his opinion.
Yes, but I think that's
see it happening, though.
Big statement to make. And also, Harvey pressed him because you remember they came out and said, oh, we were talking about a pardon. And they said, no, someone in his orbit. I was told that there are conversations happening and then they backed away from it. Harvey also pressed Mark Geragos on this because Mark Geragos is Teeny Geragos' dad. So the lead prosecutor in Diddy's case, this is her father that is saying this. And there's been conversations about whether he counseled the defense in Diddy's situation. So for him to even say that, he knows what that can imply. He would say no if it's completely off the table. Let's take a listen to the second clip.
Would I be jumping to conclusions to think that there wasn't a discussion about how Diddy would speak of the president in return for a pardon?
Well, I don't know that there's ever been that discussion. I can't go that far. But I would
really?
That,
for those of you listening, Mark just smiled.
I just think there's a naive aspect to the idea that you wouldn't understand or have an affinity for somebody else who's been through the system. The system chews you up.
Do I take that as I wouldn't be jumping to a conclusion?
I just don't think I would make it as quid pro quo that you've got to say something. I think there's an honest affinity for anybody who goes through the process with anybody else who's gone through it.
Why do they do that? Like, why not just say what you're saying? Because what you're saying is, yeah, that probably will happen, but you can't blame him if it does, because that's what, now he relates to Trump or whatever.
Yeah, I personally believe Diddy cares too much about his image to do that. I could be wrong, but I just don't see him going from saying things like white men like Trump need to be banished to Harlem shaking for Trump with a MAGA hat on.
I don't think he's going to Harlem shake, of course, but I see where it will come in. I mean, you see some